All right, today Joseph is going to be replacing rotor and pad on the front of the Suzuki King Quad. To do this, we need to take this wheel spacer off. Go ahead, bud.
Is it reverse?
Top one's going to be your reverse. Good. Good. Do the next one.
I think I stripped it.
No, you didn't. Good. Put it on. Good. Good. Next. Do the last one. Okay. Next, you're going to take this dust boot off.
All right.
Bend your cotter pin back and then tap it to pull it out. On the back side, we're going to have two torques that are going to hold this in. So what I want you to do, Joe,
Yeah.
you're going to loosen off the two caliper bolts right here.
Why did it click like that?
Good. Take this one out.
Sorry.
Good.
Why does it click like that?
It's been in there for a little while. Best thing to do is pop it off. Pop it off your socket. And oh, you got it off there? Good.
Now it's trying to come in.
See if you could wiggle this off.
This.
Yep, that's a caliper with your brake pads.
Pensa entrando na piroca, sua piranha safada. Vem, 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 vem,
Okay, so rotor coming off. This is your new rotor to go on. Sorry, bud. Which way is that going to go on? Is this going to go on? Is it going to go this way or this way?
It's that way.
Why is it going to be that way? So that's the way it's going to go because your bolt head is going to just sink into this right here. Okay, so before we put those bolts on, you know what this is?
Yeah.
This is a little thread locker. So you put this on your bolts so that they don't back off. So once you tighten them, this will lock it in place so that as you're driving, these guys don't come out. Pretty smart, huh?
Yeah. Is it technically like glue?
Almost like a glue, but it's not permanent. You see how it was a little difficult to get these things off in the beginning?
Yeah.
That's the reason. That's good. You know what? Just once you drive that in, yeah, put this in there. Just start it by hand. Why do you want to start it by hand?
So you don't cross thread it?
Good job. Okay. Put that back on your axle. You're going to slide it all the way on there. Okay, next, put your washer and castellated nut.
How about when I'm doing how about you go get another cotter pin?
That's a good idea. Okay, let me find a cotter pin. I'll be right back with that.
Is that tight?
We're going to tighten it up with the wrench.
Look at
All
that.
right, I'm back with the cotter pin. Joseph is going to tighten this up. I'm just going to screw that in there. Good. That's all you need. Put your cotter pin in, bend it over.
Where is that cotter pin?
Put it down the bottom. All right, next, it's going to be fun with the brake pads. So in here, you see these two right here? We're going to loosen these, and that's what's going to drop our old brake pads out. Think you could do that?
Yeah.
Cook fried eats.
Don't hurt yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
Yep.
That's tight.
Mm-hmm. There's a little thread lock on there. Okay, how about you hold the camera?
Yeah.
Let me try this. So these are pins. They're going to pull out. See?
Yep.
Gotta get the other one out, and then the pad will come right out.
What is that?
What's that? That's the pin. So that's going to hold your brake pad in place. Okay. These were once a set of brake pads, but if you look, you see that lip? This has been grinded on metal to metal for quite some time, so there was absolutely no pads left. If you want to see what a pair of brake pads should look like, these are the actual brake pads versus the metal that it attaches to. So a little different. Now we're gonna have the fun of fitting these in. So one thing I'm gonna do, we need to compress this caliper here.
What does that mean?
So we need to push this caliper back in because just our new brake pads aren't even going to fit in there. So the old ones were so worn out. So look, not even one pad fits in the space where the old metal was because it was just metal to metal. All right, so after using the old brake pad and a flathead screwdriver, take a look here, Joe, was able to basically pry the piston in. I did clean it up, use a little lubricant on the piston to compress it. So now that that's done, one of the things that I'll be doing is reinstalling it, yes. But also we're going to use, it's a Nolox, it's a joint compound for dissimilar metals just to prevent any corrosion. So I'll just put a dab of it on the back of this head here. This is going to be the one that goes on the caliper cylinder that goes in and out. This pad goes in first here. And then our second pad, I have to compress it again because she's up too far. I lost my little buddy and helper. Gonna try to film this and just finish it up on my own. So I did compress the caliper on the inside. I broke loose the bleeder valve right here to let all the pressure out, and that worked out pretty well. I put some Nolox on there. We're gonna put the pads in. So little pad towards the back. And this guy with the clip is gonna go right here. Have enough on there to get it around the caliper right now. One of the things I'm going to do, we're going to add some Nolox to the to these bolts that just set in the pads. So you could see the condition of the metal, just a little pitted and rusted. So we're going to try to prevent this from happening again. going to add a little thread lock to the end of both of these threads. Once it's on, tighten it up a little more. Slides right over. So again, hit it with the little thread lock. Done. So, new pads, caliper is on. We'll have to open up the reservoir, fill it up, bleed the brakes when we're done on both sides.